Placetailor is a company that does development, design, construction, and research and development, all oriented toward what we call future housing.
So Placetailor was started in 2008 by a handful of folks who were trained in different capacities, either architecture, construction, these sort of things. From a software technology standpoint, we're using tools today that were kind of built 20 years ago. You know, for example, if you remember back in the early days of the internet, you had AOLs and CompuServe and things like this, but those were walled gardens or walled ecosystems where you couldn't even send a message from one service provider to another. Today, in 2022, that's like such a foreign concept, right? Because we've got all these different messaging applications that allow for interoperability. 3DS provides an ecosystem that allows for the exchange of information, which we find really, really intriguing.
What is still lacking is an understanding that the siloed industry needs to be broken down a bit. Some of those boundaries need to be broken down. Software that is only giving us the tools to work the way we have in the past are only going to perpetuate that momentum that isn't getting us to our better solutions. We need software tools that are understanding and have the sort of foresight and that help them make those communications, that bring together more closely the teammates from the other sectors. There are times when our bankers, our construction lenders, need to understand how we're approaching something in an innovative way on site. And so the better that not only we can help coordinate ourselves, but actually help those different pieces communicate and educate each other is really important, is really critical to our mission.
What we try to do is work with the communities that we're working in. And instead of, as developers, instead of just buying the property and displacing residents, we're able to enrich the entire neighborhood. It still maintains its ownership with the original owner. It actually reinforces the neighborhood because the residents aren't being displaced.
We're very excited about our partnership with you because it's an opportunity to get beyond this sort of fighting the momentum of the past and a promise of having tools that are more responsive to the way that we know we're about to work, the way that we're already starting to work and want to be more efficient in. Having a partner who's creating the tools for us to do that is incredibly exciting and incredibly important, not just for us, but for everyone else who's trying to push the industry forward.
A lot of our projects, some of the smaller scale, but even highly complex ones, we can rely on the 2D graphic shorthand, if you will, to represent complex ideas in a very efficient way.
We don't see 2D representation and collaboration going away anytime soon. When documents become legal documents, clarity of communication is really key. We would like every building as soon as possible to be net zero carbon. We have a clock ticking globally, and our piece of the puzzle is to deliver a carbon neutral built environment. And what we believe and what we've demonstrated is that this can be achieved today with the right level of commitment and collaboration.